Hi everyone, my name is Jen. Welcome to my new series where I'm going to be redesigning and making over my plant room. I think like a lot of people, being in quarantine right now and being inside 24/7 has definitely made me realize some of the little frustrating things about my living space. But at the very top of that list has to be this room, which is my plant room slash my office. So a little bit of a backstory about this room. This used to be my little brother's bedroom before he upgraded to a much bigger room. And when he did that, I was able to turn it into kind of like an office slash crafting space because I used to be really into sewing and knitting and scrapbooking and all of that. But I only really had this room for about a year before I left for college. And when I left, it kind of became a storage room where, you know, things were just dumped. But now that I'm back, this room is in use again, and it's primarily serving its function as a place where I'm filming these YouTube videos, but also where my houseplant collection is housed. It's quite a small room, and when I started this makeover, it was still housing a lot of the stuff from my old hobbies, plus a lot of storage stuff that definitely doesn't need to be here anymore. And it's just really hard to navigate and put this room in use when it wasn't, you know, laid out very efficiently, and it just honestly didn't look that great. So I'm really excited to make it over. So this room needs to serve three main functions. The first is I need a shelving solution so that I can store and display my houseplant collection. The second is that I need a space to film these videos, so kind of like a dedicated space, maybe an interesting backdrop or a cool feature that will look good on camera. And then third, it still needs to work as an office space as well, still where I edit my videos and where we do, you know, other office-y things. So with all of those functions in mind, this is the original plan that I came up with. So back in like 2016, I saw this video from the Sorry Girls, whom are DIYers. If you're watching this video, you probably know who they are. But they created this faux brick wall, which I've wanted to do basically since then. This house has entirely 100% textured walls, which I despise. I hate it. I don't think it looks good, it doesn't photograph well, and I just genuinely don't like it, and I've always wanted to cover it up. But obviously I can't change the texture of just one room like that, and to retexture a whole house is, you know, definitely a project, not something I want to take on at this moment. So a DIY faux brick wall is a great solution to solve that. So one of my favorite vlogging channels, Becki and Chris, actually recreated the Sorry Girls brick wall, and they painted it matte black. And I love it. I didn't really know that I liked dark walls and dark roofs until I started watching Becki and Chris, but I really like it. And since the wall is a temporary solution anyways, I think there's really no harm. It's not like I'm painting the actual wall. So definitely incorporating a matte black faux brick wall into this design. To tackle the shelving issue, I wanted to order this set from IKEA called the Vigio set. I'm definitely not pronouncing that correctly, and I wanted it up against the wall where the window is. Obviously that would provide the max amount of natural lighting without having to do too much of an artificial lighting slash installing grow light situation. But pretty much that plan went awry immediately because IKEA will not deliver those shelving units. I have no idea why, but they won't do it, so I needed to come up with plan B. So plan B is to do open shelving. I have always loved open shelvings, especially in kitchens. It's very like Scandinavian, which is a style of architecture and design that I really love, and I wanted to see if I can adapt that to display plants. While I love the concept of open shelving, the original wall that I was going to put the shelving unit up against, it wouldn't make sense to put open shelving there because there's a huge window, which means now we need to kind of shift the design of everything around. I'm also going to have to switch the brick wall that we were going to do to a different wall so that it would make the most design sense. I'm planning on having a desk in the middle of the room so that I can film with the view of the shelves, which would make a really pretty background, and also flip it around and have a seating situation so that I can film up against the faux brick wall. Okay, so that's the plan. So on April 9th, I ordered everything that I possibly could online, and this is what happened next. Hello. So it is now quite a bit after the last time I updated you guys because we're obviously like all in quarantine right now. It took a while for me to get the stuff for the next part of the project. So Lowe's wouldn't deliver all the stuff I needed for the faux brick wall, and basically the only option was to do a online order for pickup. And because they're trying to limit the number of people who can go into the store at once right now, it took like almost a week for me to get my order, which is like fine because like I'm not going anywhere, I'm not in a rush. And it was like a very quick process, just like go in to pick up my order. It took like maybe like less than 10 minutes, so that was cool. I didn't quite realize how big these panels were when I got them. Like because our car, the back seats fold down, so I kind of just assumed that it would fit. 8 feet is apparently a lot of feet because it did not fit, and I ended up having to fold the panels to get it to fit in the car. After I took it out of the store, I was like, I'm not going back in, so I'm gonna get this into my car like no matter what, even if I have to like break the panels. Fortunately, it bended enough so that I didn't have to break the panels for it to fit in my car, but it did like damage the sides and the corners and stuff, but I'm not too worried about it because the brick is supposed to look like imperfect, so it's fine. I got it out of the car, and my brother has like weights, so I took some of his weights and I laid them on top to try to flatten the panels back out. And then I don't know if this is even like the right insulation because it was like really flexible, and I feel like the ones that the Sorry girls used in the tutorial looked like really stiff, so I don't even know if this is the right insulation, but we're going with it because I'm not going back to the store. So yeah, I'm gonna try to peel off the foil now and then make some grid markings on here, but I also might move to the backyard so that we have more space. I don't know yet, we'll see. Okay, I'm like sweating because it's getting really hot out here, but I basically finished all of the lines. I can't see, it's so sunny, I can't tell if you can see anything, but I finished all of the lines going across the board. I don't know if it's just me. Oof, now you can't really tell. I don't know if it's really just me, but that was really hard because this piece is so big to get the lines like actually completely straight across. I found this random piece of wood that was like 8 feet, and I used that, but the wood like obviously isn't like 100% straight because it was like kind of warped. And I had a meter stick, but the meter stick was kind of short, and then so it's not perfect. So I'm really glad that I had already decided to paint black before I started, because all of these freaking Sharpie marks. But let me show you. Okay, so you can see there's lines going across the whole thing. If you look at this area, you know, definitely struggled with making straight lines. At some point, I also realized that this entire board across is like 8 feet, and I only need 6 feet. Whatever. So I think I'm going to trace the brick pattern, and then I'm only going to etch into the foam 6 feet's worth. But yeah. Alright, let's go make a template. So what I ended up doing was finishing tracing out all of the brick. As you can see, it's definitely not perfect, but I'm gonna just wing it and go with it and it'll be fine. I also trimmed this second sheet, so this is one sheet over here. This is the second sheet. I trimmed it to size to the wall that I'm putting it on, so this is now 6 feet by 8 feet this way. Now the next step is to use this plastic melding tool that I've never used before to try to etch the lines in. So I've never used this, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so I have these paint samples. I don't think you can even tell the difference on camera right now, but they are different. And I'm just gonna do like a little bit of a test. I don't think I like this one. This one is like too gray. Alright, so that's the first swatch. And let's see what that one was. This one was Chimney Smoke by Valspar. So I don't like that one. Alright, let's see this one. I do like that a lot. Let's see what that one was. This is Sherwin Williams in, what's the color? Caviar. And then this one is like supposed to be actually black, versus these two are supposed to be gray. I think I like this one better than this one, but they look pretty similar. I'm not gonna lie, they look very close. Let me see if I can like put it in the sun. I think I do like this one in the middle the most, which is the Sherwin Williams Caviar. This is Sherwin Williams Trinity Black. I think I like this one. Maybe I'll use both.
It's been a while, been a while, been a while since I've seen your face, and it's been a while, been a while, been a while since I've known what to say. But it's getting nervous for getting words, and I speak in circles, trying to keep myself from saying, remember last year, messing around, we were so loud, and they'll try to kick us out, and I could never really lie to you, so I'm trying trying hard to hide the truth. Oh, I've been dreaming, oh, I've been scheming. I hoped you'd be here. I hate that I love you. Ooh, ignore the history, I know you miss me. I hate to love me too. Ooh, yeah, I hate that I love you. I'm taking time, taking time, taking time, taking me too much then time, trying to find the reason why I shouldn't dive back into your life. Cause I'm a little selfish and you're so jealous, and you embellish just enough to keep me honest. To be honest, we were flawless, and if we wanted, we'd pick it up from where we started. I can never really lie to you, so I'm trying not to hide the truth. Oh, I've been dreaming, oh, I've been scheming. I hoped you'd be here. I hate that I love you. Ooh, ignore the history, I know you miss me. I hate to love me too. Ooh, yeah, I hate that I love you. Ooh, ignore the history, I know you miss me. I hate to love me too. Yeah, I hate that I love you. I've been dreaming, I've been scheming. I hoped you'd be here. I hate that I love you. Ignore the history, I know you miss me. I hate to love me too. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Yeah, I hate that I love you. Ignore the history, I know you miss me. I hate to love me too. Yeah, I hate that I love you.
Oh, it is Editing Jen here, popping in to let you know that I temporarily stopped working on the wall to work on the other side of the room, which you will see in part 2 of my room makeover video, and that's why I was referencing like working on some other project and putting that on hold to finish the wall. I just thought it would make better sense to put all of the makings of the brick wall together in this part 1, so yeah. Alright, so things are semi-cleared up, and now I'm going to flip and focus on the other side of the room. So the black wall, this is where we're at so far. I'm actually going to take it down and re-put it up because like the tape I use, it's kind of like not great. Let me show you. Like, I think I just didn't use enough of it because there's some spots where it's obviously lifting and coming off. So I'm going to take it off and use the new command strips that I just bought. And then I brought in the piece that I cut off earlier, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this top section because I think it would look way better.
She doesn't text me on the weekend. Don't wanna know what she's up to. Calm down. If I close my eyes and focus on my own mind for a while, then it doesn't matter. This love's all I remember. And if it's only for the night, then that would be alright, yeah. And when you're laying there beside him, I hope you crack a smile and think he's no competition. He's no competition when you're with him. His touch, his kiss, your name on his lips.
Okay, so I want to show you guys like the progress on the wall so far and if it actually looks different. So that is 2 coats from before, and then this is 3 coats down here. I definitely think there is a difference in terms of like wall coverage, but also that the finish made a difference. I changed the paint finish, so up here I was using a flat, and I think that it kind of just looks like it absorbed into the styrofoam, which makes the kind of like texture of the styrofoam really obvious. Versus down here I switched the paint finish to a satin because that's normally what you would use when you're painting a wall, and I feel like it looks a little bit better. Like obviously it is styrofoam, so you can tell that it's styrofoam, but I think it looks better than it did up here. I just made this cute stool from IKEA, and then I also have a lamp from IKEA that I need to put together. Alright, I'm very out of breath, but there is a lamp there now. I put in one of those like Philips light bulb. It's not the one that can change color temperature, but it is the one that you can adjust brightness, which I think will be good when I'm filming, because then I can just turn down the brightness for like ambient lighting in the background. I don't know about that bench. I don't think that bench is going to be there. I think I'm going to get a couch, but I'm not 100% sure about that decision yet, because couches are expensive and this is kind of a small room. So yeah, we'll think about the couch. But in the meantime, let's rearrange the rest of the furniture.